And the lower house is determined to have the proposed national budget for 2016 approved on time. The Malacanang proposed outlay totals 3.002 trillion pesos. This report.
The House Appropriations Committee will resume deliberations for the proposed 2016 national budget of 3.002 trillion pesos next Monday. The review of the budgets from all government departments and agencies is expected to be completed before the end of September, ready for plenary debates and approval on second reading. Speaker Feliciano Belmonte vowed to sustain the record of the House and the Senate to pass a budget to be signed by the President before the Christmas break. So far, not a single budget measure has been reenacted in the 15th Congress, hopefully the 16th. The Speaker said there may be realignments since every item will be reviewed thoroughly. Next year's budget will provide the resources for the Aquino government to sustain its spending on key programs and projects for sustained economic development and inclusive growth.
That has become a sort of challenge, not only for the leadership of the House or the leadership of the Appropriations Committee, but every single member of the House feels that that is a record that we should try to preserve and complete, no, by the 6 years that is done continuously, and certainly I'm very confident we can do it.
Budget Secretary Florencio Abad is confident the proposed budget will be approved. The flow of development will be sustained by the incoming administration. Abad stressed the budget reforms implemented for the past 5 years has provided government the fiscal space for more funds to be allocated and utilized for social protection programs in line with the President's commitment of inclusive growth. Among them, the full implementation of the K-12 program for education to guarantee the country's educational system is in sync with other regions to guarantee graduates in the future the opportunities for employment. The conditional cash transfer program amounting to 62.5 billion pesos to benefit almost 5 million from the marginalized sectors and PhilHealth coverage for 15 million families nationwide.
Remain basically intact. It's a much consulted upon, much analyzed, much discussed budget. So, I mean, everybody knows what's in this budget, and it's crucial for the next year, especially since it's an election year.
Speaker Belmonte and Secretary Abad dismissed sustained reports that the 2016 national budget is loaded with pork barrel funds that could be used by members of the House for the 2016 elections. Belmonte said it is within the right of every lawmaker to propose programs and projects for their respective districts. It only becomes illegal and violates the Supreme Court's ruling that the Priority Development Assistance Fund is unconstitutional if a member proposes funding after the has been signed into law by the President for implementation.
It's a very open budget because I think there is some misconception about pork. They think that if a congressman has a project in his district, that is pork. No? Yeah. That is not pork. It becomes pork only when the budget itself does not contain that particular project. No? But one of the things we did here was to compel all members to submit their specific budgets, and they are their specific projects within certain budgets, and mean to say not too small, no? And meaningful, and they are enumerated in the budget. By no stretch of the mind, except to a malicious person, can that be called a pork barrel, because the Supreme Court said, you know, you cannot go around asking a congressman, ano naman ang nagawa mo? Yes, pagkatapos sasabihin mo, tatakbo, wala namang ginawa ito dito sa ating distrito, because after all, a congressman is, although a national official, is more like a local official, where the local guys look for what they did there.
For the People's Television Network, this is Freddie Abando reporting.